Hi everybody, it's Andrea, aka Violet Kitty 411, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who has been engaging with comments, likes, and subscribing. You know I do appreciate it so much as we enjoy the #1 game in the Sims franchise together, The Sims 2. Now, I had asked if anyone wanted to see me put some Pleasant View families in to this project as younger versions of themselves, and the consensus was yes. Now, I'm not going to put everyone that was suggested in, but there will be quite a few, and I'm going to do one of those families today. So I recreated 6 look-back families whose stories will eventually feed into the Pleasant View saga, and those are the Broke family, Dreamer, Matlapan, Langerak, Lothario, and the Oldies. Now, I did already choose which house I want each of those families to live in, but I will be rolling for budgets as I redesign. So let's go ahead and get started. Today's clients are the Broke family, and they will be going into 64 Gunther Goth Highway, which is also known as the Morris Cottage because it is the least expensive, and it actually works well for what they want because Flat is actually a nature enthusiast. When Flo and Flat met in high school, sparks flew. Life has never been easy, but as long as they are together, they find a way to have fun. So we are not rolling for any additional budget. They are getting the budget that the game gives them. So let's go ahead and check out the house. So as I recreated the look back families, I pulled information from both The Sims 2 as well as The Sims 3 to give them a much more fleshed out feel. And as I mentioned, Flat is actually a nature enthusiast, which goes perfectly with the fact that he has some fishing skill in The Sims 3. Now, this of course was built with just base game and university only, so we will be replacing this with a garden, putting fruit trees in here. So glad that Seasons lived up to the expectation. Very excited about it, and it will work perfectly for them. Now, Flo is a tinkerer, and Ruby is actually a music enthusiast, which I absolutely love because when I recreated them in The Sims 4, she was very much a music enthusiast, and she is also in The Sims 3. So pretty excited that that really fell in line. So here's our tiny little cottage. It's a main room, a 4x5 bedroom, and a 3x4 bathroom. Now, I will need to find a way to make room for not 1 but 2 kids because of course Skip needs to be born, and he can have blonde hair because both Flo and Flat have a blonde gene. Also, I figured the age difference making Ruby a teen now is perfect for Skip to be born in game. And of course, Brandy needs to be born in game as well in order to follow the storyline. Now, like I do, of course, there is a basement, and we can use that for purposes. But of course, I can't put bedrooms here because, you know, we're not going to put our children in the basement. I'm just not gonna. I definitely have other ideas. I've pretty much planned it through, so let's just go ahead and get things started. So I'm going to start by giving access to our lower level, and of course that required I used move objects on, but our spiral staircase fits pretty perfectly there. And of course the spiral staircase was first introduced in The Sims 1 Unleashed, and Sims 4 still doesn't have it, I'm just saying. Now, a home this size really doesn't have a lot of space, so we're going to go ahead and put our tiny little water closet here, and then a very small bathroom here. Over here we will have, no, right there, sorry, right there we will have Flo and Flat's bedroom. It does not need to be large, we just don't have the space for it. And then we are going to move upward and create 2 little micro bedrooms upstairs. Now, you might think that I'm going to put the spiral staircase there, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do something entirely different. Now we're going to use this ladder, which I've used exactly twice before, and I do like it. And so the kids will each have their own bedroom up in the loft here. Of course, I am going to have to remove these two walls and replace them. And then page up to replace that roof line. Just pop it right on top to make sure that it does indeed fill that up, and it does. Perfect. And now we'll just go ahead and fill that in to create the same look. There we go. And so that's our floor plan. Since Flo's favorite color is turquoise, I did the bathrooms and kitchen as well as the bedroom in that. So first we start with a couple toilets and then a shower and a bathtub. There's no sink, but that's okay. They can wash their hands in the kitchen. And then we have our full kitchenette right here. It's really just a kitchenette. And put in a little bit of lighting and a fire alarm, and we're good to go with that. So next we have the main living area. So we start with a dining table and seating for 4. Then we've got a trusty chess set and an easel. Over in the back corner there's a bookcase and a sofa, a TV, and a coffee table with the entertainment electronics, telephone, and a couple lamps. Next we have Flat and Flo's room. So of course we've got a double bed, couple dressers, couple lights, and a couple mirrors. Ruby's room is even more simple with the flowers in his hair yellow wallpaper because that's her favorite, and the matching bedspread, a little bit of a dresser, dance bar, and a lamp. And the bedroom for Skip, who has yet to be born, simply a bed, a dresser, and a lamp. So for the exterior, I didn't do much. I replaced the flower beds here with the garden plots and replaced the floral bushes that were right here with the fishing pond, as that will help them get some money. And now let's take a look inside. So let's take a quick tour of the house before we put our family in. Directly upon entering, we are presented with the very strangely placed dining table, but it makes sense. That's fine. There are worse things that could happen. To the right is our tiny little kitchenette, and off of it are our 2 little bathrooms. First, the one with the tub and toilet, because we will eventually have a toddler, and then the adjacent water closet with the shower in it. Now back into the living room, we've got a place to play video games, read a book, do a little dancing, possibly play some chess, or even paint. Now we will take the ladder to the kids' loft. At the top is the room that will eventually be Skip's room once he's born and ready to be in a big boy bed. And then across the little landing is Ruby's room. Okay, our family has $28,000 to work with. It came in at $27,853, so they have $147 left in the bank. Okay, here we are. Looks like Flo and Flat really love each other, as they should. We will have Ruby walk to school while Flo and Flat. Why don't you get busy with it? And let's have a quick date because we got some ideas, not the least of which is conceiving a child. And Mr. Humble is leaving that valuable computer that we've got no place to put. Let's make out, kids. That's awesome for you. Wonderful. Okay, let's try for a baby. And nope, we'll have to take care of that again. And visiting are Tiffany Burb, Brad Burb, and Dustin Longarak. And I wanted to make sure that I left them with child, so there we go. And in the entire time that I've been playing this, I have never noticed the sun in the sky. Okay, let's get on with our day. Flat, why don't you make the bed? Flo, you'll make some lunch. And Flat, you'll definitely need to shower. Not shower, use the toilet. Oh, good. Look at those good hamburgers. And Flat, why don't you grab a plate? And Ruby, why don't you grab a plate? Okay, and I feel like this is probably going to be a good place for them. It looks like that lamp actually prevents them from using the table. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the pixelated world. And that's all I have to say. VK out.